Hi, I'm Joe Manning, head of school here at Freiburg Academy. This is my 20th year at the Academy, my first year as head. And I want to tell you a little bit about what it's like to be at a town academy, and specifically Freiburg Academy here in Freiburg, Maine. So Freiburg Academy is actually one of the oldest boarding schools and independent schools in the country, founded in 1792. And we're also one of the most diverse and most democratic independent school. And what I mean by that is we're a private school that also serves a public purpose. So in addition to 250 students whose families pay their tuition, we have 400 local families whose tuition is paid for by the town of Freiburg and other surrounding towns. And that way, we serve the public. We serve those students. They're able to attend Freiburg Academy free of charge to their families. They have the opportunity to experience our wide academic programming, our wide athletic programming, the arts programming, and to meet people from 30 countries from around the world. That's one of the reasons, and probably the most important reason that I've been here so long and many of our faculty stay here, is that you're working truly with students from many, many diverse backgrounds, especially socioeconomic backgrounds. And that's quite a bit different than most independent schools that you're going to find across the country and around the world. So if that's something that appeals to you, I hope you take the time to watch this video, learn more from our other colleagues, faculty, friends, and learn about the Freiburg experience. And if it appeals to you, I hope you take a trip up and learn more about our school. And if not, you've learned a little bit about one of the coolest and most fascinating independent schools in the country.
Blueberry pie.
It's really good.
Ooh, chicken nuggets, maybe I should have some.
And they're actually vegetarian nuggets.
That's why they look so good.
They are very good. Hi.
Hi.
There's so many options you can have. They always have a salad bar. My salad is kind of boring because I like boring salad, but they have...
Midwestern.
I am a Midwesterner, but there's so much food, and they also have like sandwiches, and then they also have hot meals, and they also usually have a delicious dessert. Tonight it's blueberry pie, and they're always amazing.
Yeah. My favorite are the brownies. I normally have 3 of them, and there's always really great leftovers too. Sometimes you can put on your salads, and then I don't know. I feel like there's healthy and comforting options. You know, this is probably, I think, my 8th or 9th year in the classroom, so it would have been really easy for me to come in and be like, I don't need a mentor, or the school itself to be like, you don't need a mentor, you've been in the classroom for a really long time. I think that would have been a detriment to my first year here, because working with Jim, like especially, he was the president of FATA last year, he has like worked at every department and with every type of student, and it's just been really helpful to even ask him about like certain grading techniques for essays. So it's not maybe necessarily the big questions about teaching that I got out of the mentorship, but it was like the nitty gritty of Freiburg and how he's done his.
There's contractual benefits like the healthcare, which is really pretty good and compared to a lot of other schools. There's a lot of autonomy in the classroom, so the administration really trusts that we know what we're doing, and so we can do what we think is right, and they give us support for that. So I think some of the biggest benefits though are that the faculty and the administration like each other. So we're supportive of each other, and we talk to each other, we sit and have lunch with each other. The school gives us lunch too, that's another benefit.
That's huge.
We don't have to bring our own lunch.
So the conversation too was pacing and the classes, because every school is different, and so you had to figure out how to pace things.
Yeah, I think I came into it with almost tears and thought that I knew everything about pacing, and obviously didn't, and it was really helpful to have Jim, especially like the calm way he can explain it, be really real about his situation, but also provide solutions instead of just stating the problem again. So
this is my 2nd year here, and I've been able to take a WFR recertification course, which is a Wilderness First Responder course, which I think in a lot of communities wouldn't be seen as professional development.
yeah, so I actually went to boarding school, and I've worked at a boarding school pretty much since graduation about 9-10 years ago, which is crazy, but it's really manageable here. I just feel like it's manageable not only because it's 1 night a week and it's, I think, like 5 Saturdays a year. It's manageable in the way that I've never felt like I couldn't get a duty covered and I couldn't explain to someone that I needed it covered. Like, there's not really been a lot of questions around that. Like, you're a human being first, and then you do duty, which is not usually how the traditional part of school life is.
Living on the edge of the White Mountains is amazing because of all of the outdoor opportunity there is. I, in my free time, do a lot of skiing, biking, running, hiking. There's a lot of opportunity for that here.
In town at Freiburg, we have the Jockey Cap Rock. So there's rock climbing within walking distance, which is really cool. There are trails for mountain biking, as Alana mentioned. I also just like that we're here as part of a small town community. So when you're around, you see parents, you see students, and that's really nice. But we also have access to the hub of sort of New England's outdoor sports community in North Conway and Jackson. And we are not that far. We're about an hour from Portland, so we can go there for restaurants, music, the indoor rock climbing gym, things like that.
I love the outdoor sports here, but I also have a lot of friends who don't live here specifically for the outdoor community. And we go to pub trivia, have dinner parties, game nights. Going into the city is pretty easy to see live music and go to other events in Portland. I also have friends in Portland that it's pretty easy to see even during the week.
Alana does a lot more skiing in the North Conway area you can talk about.
There's Wildcat, Attitash, King Pine, Cranmore Mountain. What am I missing?
Cannon,
Breton Woods. There are so many, and there are a few different ski passes that you can get with different combinations of those. And one of the things that I'm most excited about is that working at Freiburg Academy, we are qualified for the Chamber Pass with the Mount Washington Valley, which is where you can get 5 days of skiing at a variety of different resorts in the area. So I'm definitely going to get that one this year.
Having international students mixed in with our day students just allows for some really rich conversations, especially around global events, politics, things like that. And I really appreciate the way the students share their food culture. I've had students offer me candies and different foods from all over the world: Turkey, China, Korea, Mexico. And I really, as a dorm parent, I really appreciate that aspect of it.
It's incredible to work with students from 30 countries. I have learned so much about how other parts of the world work, and they bring their culture here, and they do some form of assimilation to US culture, but at the same time, they bring who they are, and we get to learn from them when they're on our campus.